So Russian forces are also fleeing from Chernobyl, but did they leave a nuclear mess behind? Seth Grae is a member of the Nuclear Trade Advisory Committee to the Secretary of Commerce. Seth, thanks so much for joining the program. I've been reading some of the reports, and it said that, that they were digging trenches. So my question is, how did this happen?
Well, I don't think this news is correct. We're waiting to hear from the International Atomic Energy Agency what their evaluation is. The topsoil along the roadways, so much of that soil has been removed and remediated over the last 36 years. There have been people with radiation detectors throughout that region clearing out any radioactive hotspots. The idea that Russian troops were randomly digging trenches and found something very radioactive is, I think, quite far-fetched. And after 36 years, given how those materials would delay that someone got acute radiation sickness from it, I think strains credulity. I would wait to hear from the International Atomic Energy Agency if they would validate any of these claims.
Seth, why are they targeting these nuclear facilities? What's the end goal there?
We really don't know for certain. Clearly, they've been targeting important infrastructure in the country, trying to seize control. Seizing Zaporizhia and other nuclear power plants is to control the power of the country. Nuclear provides 55% of the electricity to Ukraine. So that's clearly a strategic asset to control if you're trying to seize the country. I don't think Russia counted on the townspeople around these plants and Ukraine's military and people at the plants themselves to put up so much resistance.
There's also a report going around about Russian jets equipped with nukes entering the Swedish airspace. I guess my question is, do you believe those reports, A, and B, if they are true, what should be the response from NATO?
Right. Well, first of all, Sweden is not a NATO member country. Had Russian military planes gone into the airspace of a NATO member country, I'm sure the response by NATO aircraft would have been immediate to make sure those aircraft get out of the space immediately. I think that Sweden has handled the incident very well. This was out at sea in Swedish airspace. We don't know for sure that there were any nuclear weapons on any of these planes. Russia did not land the planes and let anyone inspect them and see what's inside. But clearly it's a provocative move. Clearly there need to be statements from NATO not to do this in any NATO member country. And perhaps it's time to start making statements about supporting the airspace, the integrity of non-NATO member countries nearby.
Seth, thanks so much for your insight, brother. We got to run. Thanks so much.